my heart is very heavy these days because news has come out that Sadio Mane will be departing Liverpool. One of the bona fide legends of the modern era for Liverpool and the club era. And yeah, it's sad to see him go. How do you feel about a player like that leaving the Premier League, and what do you think is next for him?
It's very sad because I think Mane has claimed to be one of the best African players to ever play in the Premier League.
Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to another episode of Sangalooo. Today we're doing things a little differently. As you can see, I have a guest to my right. That's not Tele. Kingsley from the btts podcast in the building.
Hi then, guys. Been trying to get on this for a minute, so glad that I could finally come on, have some of my agendas nationally televised.
It's a pleasure to introduce you to this troublesome fellow over here. I'm sure, you'll find out why I say so in the next few minutes, I'm sure. So big period in sports. Like I say, this is the business end of all the seasons, and this is where things are happening. And football came to its pinnacle. Biggest game in club football happened a couple days ago. I'm finally recovering a little bit now. I can smile now. Liverpool Real Madrid Champions League final in Paris. 1-0 Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr. on the score sheet. What are your thoughts as a neutral?
I mean, I think the game went, I feel like for Real Madrid to have won, the game went about as what everyone would have expected. Apart from maybe that Courtois display, which was an amazing display, I feel like that was what Real Madrid needed. I'd have thought maybe Modric would have had a bigger hand, and Militao really impressed me. I didn't know that he could step up that big in that big a moment, but you knew Liverpool were going to have their chances, and Real Madrid just literally had to weather the storm, and it came down to one goal, one moment of magic, a great ball from Fede Valverde, Trent back post. He wasn't, for all his attacking proficiency, defensively we know he's not that great, and it was exposed. And Vinicius Jr., what a season he's had.
Yeah.
What a season. 22 goals, 21 assists, that is...
Yeah, that probably gets him in the fifth row of all 11, with the Champions League on top. This is the season you can say Vinicius became a Galactico, like now he's a proper player in Real Madrid. I think it's part of the reason why Madrid fans, Benzema and co are not that hurt about Mbappe not coming, because Benzema does it as, I have my sidekick here already, like, it would be nice, but maybe I'll see you next year. So, the final was interesting. Like you said, it went in the way Madrid would have hoped it went. Like, we all went in there thinking Liverpool had the better team, but Madrid's Champions League heritage could show, and I guess that's what inspired a performance from someone like Militao. Carvajal was brilliant. Courtois had a point to prove, and he proved that point. So, Madrid, champions of Europe, yet again, is losing its excitement, to be honest. Now it's like the way teams dominate leagues, and they just don't really care anymore. But congratulations to Madrid, 14 times champions of Europe. Ancelotti, this is what his fourth Champions League, a record fourth. He's been to the most Champions League finals. Yeah, it's an all-time great for sure.
What do you think about, from a Liverpool fan perspective, how do you feel? Like, do you have any regret? Do you think we should have done it differently, or do you just put your hands up and say, when it's a goalkeeping performance like that, what can you do?
I don't really have any regrets. I think for a Liverpool fan, more than proud of my team to come this far in every competition. Like, they've showed mentality, they've showed our players have played so many matches, they played international tournaments, like they got injured, they fought back for injury to make it to this game. And that's football at the end of the day. A final, even if you're the better team, it's going to be a KG game, and it's going to come down to fine margins who's going to win that game. And so it's upsetting. I'd have liked that we scored, but I take solace in the fact that I think Klopp set us up right, so there's no blame on him. I think Salah had more than enough chances, scored good chances, and there were chances that he created for himself. I think he said Trent was sleeping for the goal, but I feel like if a goal comes in, somebody is going to be called lapsed. And I think generally he was really good. I think to play Konate over Matip was the right decision, and he played very well. Alisson didn't really get caught into action like he normally does, and when he did, he answered. So,
and you were just got the first shot on target.
Yeah, exactly. That was like the first shot on target. So I think we got it right on the day. It was just unfortunate. That's football. It was unfortunate in the league as well. But all things considered, coming into this season, if you told me, you might not win the league. After last season that we came third, we're knocked out early in the Champions League. If you told me that we'll leave with 2 cups this season, I'd have said, fine, I'll have my 2 cups. I've won the big things already. So it's okay. But my heart is very heavy these days because news has come out that Sadio Mane will be departing Liverpool. One of the bona fide legends of the modern era for Liverpool and the club era, and it's sad to see him go. How do you feel about a player like that leaving the Premier League, and what do you think is next for him?
It's very sad because I think Mane has claimed to be one of the best African players to ever play in the Premier League. He is a member of the 100-goal club. He's won the Golden Boots. He's won the Premier League. Like
he's won the Champions League.
He's won the Champions
Final,
League.
like,
I mean, he's clutch. He's unbelievably clutch.
I think that's what we're going to miss a lot. We might be able to replace the goals, but that mentality, like, there are a few players who manage mentality in world football.
And I mean, what a year he's had. Like, it's unfortunate that he didn't win the Premier League and the Champions League this year. But if he had done, then I mean, that is literally as big a shout for Ballon d'Or as anybody would have had.
And as anybody has had before.
Yeah,
Like,
he would have won the African Cup of Nations, Premier League, Champions League.
and played a very key part in all those competitions.
World
He
Cup
wasn't
for
riding
Senegal
the bus,
as well.
he was a key part in all those competitions. So yeah, when you look at how much he's been earning at Liverpool, it's a disgrace. FSG,
Oh my God.
as in they got away with paying Sadio Mane 100k a week for that long. I think they should be on trial for that.
But I feel like that is also the benefit of winning.
Yes.
That is what happens when you have a great team. Like, people will sacrifice to
sacrifice
win.
that pay for longer.
Yeah.
Like, you could have left before. Like,
Yeah.
people were linking him. The first Champions League we won, they were already linking him out. So I've been hearing, yeah, you guys are going to lose Mane or Salah for the longest time. But for them to be able to keep the squad together this long is something. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Credit to the ownership.
I'll give them props for that.
Edwards, credit to Klopp as well.
Yeah, I'll
It's
give
big,
them.
big credit to Klopp. I think Klopp has been very impressive.
So yeah, that's the end of European football for the season. We're going into the transfer window, which is as busy and as annoying to some people, interesting to some, but yeah, it's just a whirlwind.
I have a question for you. So do you think that with Mane leaving now, Liverpool have to replace him? Or do you think Diaz and Jota are already the in-house replacements there?
I think with Mane leaving, going into this season, yeah, I think Diaz is pretty much a replacement. So the starting 11 will probably be a Salah, Diaz, Jota, or Firmino kind of thing. But I think we need an extra body because we'll be losing Mane and Origi. So if you get a player that probably won't start, a normal Liverpool signing, you can pick me up a nice winger for 30 to 50 M, have him in and around the squad, and we'll see how it goes.
You did just sign Cavalier.
Yeah, but he's a very young player, to be honest. So it depends on how Klopp wants to use him. But potentially, I think we might need another body in attack because Firmino is washed up, Origi is leaving, Mane might be leaving as well. So we need another 25-year-old guy, steady, knows what he's doing, and then Klopp can mold. So like in the mode of Salah, of all the players we get, we just need another one of those to turn into the squad. Because Minamino is not that good, to be honest.
And is Bayern probably for Mane?
Yeah, Bayern, heavy links to Bayern. I like that for him. Bayern's a good club. If they pay him his money, fair enough. Like, hats off to the guy. He gave me a great time. He deserves whatever he gets. Like,
I wouldn't mind Madrid. Go hold down that right wing until
I don't want him
Mbappe
to go
gets
to
there.
Madrid. That Madrid habit of just signing everybody. I don't want them to do it to my club again. Like. So yeah, that's football. Like I said, we're in the business end of all the sports seasons. The NBA is game 7 last night, win or go home time. The Celtics versus the Miami Heat. The Celtics progressed in game 7. It went down to the wire pretty much. Miami put up a late comeback. What are your thoughts on the game? I know you stayed up late. I see how tired we are.
I mean, game
We
7.
did it for you guys, man. Commitment.
The best 2 words in sports, game 7. Like, I just love the stakes, the intensity. Like, I mean, look at what you saw. Jimmy Butler played every single minute of that game because this is where legacies are defined. I mean, it's a shame. I wanted the Miami Heat to win because I just wanted that for Jimmy Butler. But at the end of the day, I think the Celtics are a better team. I think they've lost. I mean, if they had lost this, they would have been to 4 conference finals in 6 years and lost them all, which is like they needed to take that next step to the finals. And I mean, you always like seeing a homegrown team like make it like.
It feels organic.
Yeah, Jason Tatum was a draft pick. Marcus Smart was a draft pick. Jaylen Brown was a draft pick. Like, that's 3 of their big starters.
I think they're key player. That's defensive
like,
player of the year, the guy that wins MVP for them, and their second.
Robert Williams as well, draft pick. Like, Al Horford
It's great to
left
see
and
for
came
Al
back.
Horford as well. So yeah, the Celtics had looked like because they beat the Bucks, they beat the
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets. So coming into this game, I had them for favorites, but Jimmy had my respect from like the bubble and all that he went off. But this season, he's gone to another level, and even in defeats, like Jimmy can walk out there with his head held all the way high.
I mean, look at his numbers. He had, in this series alone, we know he got injured, so the 3 games in the middle were a bit iffy when he got injured. But he had 41, 29, and he got injured in the 3rd game, had 8, had 6 in the 4th, 13 in the 5th, and then 47 in the 6th, and 35 playing every single minute in game 7.
Yeah, like that's a top performance to Jimmy Butler and Jimmy Bucket. It's quite disappointing though that he missed the shot at the end.
I
when he
mean,
went for the kill shot.
Yeah, that's what people are going to discuss, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's not a great three-point shooter. 20 seconds left. Al Horford guarding you.
If you're not a great three-point shooter, why shoot the ball with 20 seconds left when it would have tied the game and then we could have gone for it. So that's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't agree, but it's hard to. That's nitpicking. It's hard to pick fault in any of his performances.
Like I said, at the end of the day, we just have to give props to Jim Butler, and fine margins, we could have gone another way. Like, if that sunk, that would have been the hero. Game 7 plus 3-pointer, like
come back, everything.
He come back, that's what that's what dreams are made of. That's why he plays.
Big shout out to the Nigerian contingency. We had quite a big Nigerian contingency.
Yeah, it was a very Nigerian game on both sides.
Yeah, we had Bam, we had Victor Oladipo.
And Bam went off in that game. We almost dropped 30 points, didn't he?
Yeah, and he had 30 points in the game. The Butler got injured as well.
Yeah, and people were questioning him a lot, but I think after that game 7, he's got his respect back here.
Rookie coach for the Celtics, Ime Udoka. This is his first season, and he's out here winning on and off the court, married to Nia Long. That guy is my goat. Like, shout out Ime Udoka. That guy
I'm happy for him as well.
Yeah, I like to see black coaches make it. We know that's not a...
Representation matters.
Representation definitely matters, and he's showing that as a rookie, first season, we can do these things. Like, you hire a black coach, and look, they've broken through to the NBA Finals for the first time in, God, I cannot even remember how long the last time Celtics were. 08?
Probably.
2010 when they lost to Kobe.
2010, no. Didn't they meet LeBron after that? Or
no, in the finals.
Okay, fair.
2010 when they lost to Kobe, so what, 12 years?
That is impressive. Shout out the Celtics. This is the 22nd time making a trip. And apparently they have 18 titles and 22 trips. Like.
Look at the Celtics now.
Yeah, they know. Did they have the 2 most?
Yeah.
Impressive. So, the finals now, we're talking basketball heritage, but I guess the current team of this era, they've been to 6 finals in 8 years. And they're in to another final, the Golden State Warriors versus the Celtics. How do you think that's going to go?
Oh, this is tough. So part of the reason why I wanted the Celtics to go through was because I thought they would give the Warriors a better fight. I thought if it was Warriors Heat, Warriors would probably winning like 6 max. But with the Celtics, I really don't know.
Those guys are tough, man.
Yeah,
they've all got that dog in them.
Their defense
Every one of them has that dog in them.
Their defense is quite remarkable. But at the end of the day, it's just like, even talking about storylines, this Golden State story, like, I'm not the biggest Golden State fan, but you can't help but admire. I love Klay Thompson. So to see him go from Achilles to ACL.
2 years out is not normal.
Back in the NBA
2 years out is not normal. And to play at this level after missing that long is very impressive.
Very impressive. Steph Curry, I mean, what can you say about Steph Curry?
Yeah, we know what it is, Steph. Draymond Green, like, I think Draymond, as the years go on, like, you have to start giving Draymond even more respect for what he's done for that long. It's like, this guy is the linchpin of this team. Like, he's the leader of the team.
Yeah, he's the emotional
leader of the team. He's the one that galvanizes them. He gets them going. Yeah, like, shout out Draymond Green. I'm a big fan of Draymond Green.
I'm a big fan of Draymond Green. I'm a big fan of Steve Kerr as well.
Great coach.
Steve Kerr, since he's been there, they have never been disqualified. The only time they've lost in the playoffs is in the finals.
Wow.
So they either get to the finals or they don't make the playoffs.
Wow.
With Steve Kerr. Like,
impressive.
It's insane. Like, no, this Golden State Warriors team, we're going to look back on it in 5 years, when they retire, when we can all put our agendas aside, and we're just going to marvel at the way
it's one of the greatest dynasties in sport.
Again, home built.
Yeah,
like, they
Steph
drafted
Curry
all these
came
players.
in, we've watched him improve year after year. He just kept getting better until he was like an undisputed MVP.
Like,
right before our very eyes.
Greatest shooter of all time, arguing for I think now he's undoubtedly the second best point guard in the NBA. I don't know if he would have enough to surpass Magic, but I never thought Magic could be touched. Like, Magic has 5 rings, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 MVPs. Like, that
played as a center to win a final. Like, he just can't really touch that.
Yeah, and I feel like for Steph to even get this close, unanimous MVP, 3 rings. Now, if he gets this one,
greatest shooter of all time.
He'll probably get Finals MVP if they win this time.
The Finals MVP will be big for his legacy.
So you're a Steph Curry fan.
Yeah, I want the Golden State to win.
Do you want that?
What?
Do you think that's important for him to get a Finals MVP, or do you just think, people are just nitpicking?
I think people are nitpicking, but I feel like it's important for his legacy. When he looks back on it, he doesn't want someone to be able to ask him that question. And I guess all the other, at the level he's competing at, everyone he's talking to has MVPs. Everybody he's talking to has multiple titles. So yeah, it's something to just add.
I feel like the way he celebrated that Western Conference MVP showed that.
Yeah, it means something
it
to
does
him.
Mean
it
something
means something to him. Yeah, he's tired of being. I guess you reach a certain point where you want so much, and then it's that self-actualization phase where you just want some of that credit. So yeah, shout out Steph Curry. The finals start on Thursday.
I'm not actually sure.
I'm pretty sure it's Thursday, 1 a.m. our time. You should be up, man. It's going to be an interesting finals.
It's sports.
Who do you think is going to win, though? If you have to pick a winner now,
If I pick a winner now, I would go. When it's this close, I tend to go with the best player, and I think the best player in this series is Steph Curry. So I would probably lean, and they have home court advantage as well. So I'd probably lean to the Golden State Warriors, but I see maybe Golden State in 7 or something.
Yeah, I'm getting in my heart as Golden State Warriors, but I went in my heart when it was Celtics versus Brooklyn, and Celtics showed me a thing or two. But yeah, I'm rocking with the Warriors again. Hopefully we can bring it home. Another ring for Steph Curry. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. History's going to be made either way. Another ring for Steph Curry, or people on the Celtics are going to win their first ring, and I love seeing first ring winners.
So yeah, that's the NBA wrap up. I don't know if you watched the Formula One. Did you get to see any of that?
I saw a bit. I mean, I saw the results.
Yeah, Verstappen, he won the race, didn't he?
No, Verstappen came third. It was.
Oh, it was Perez. Yeah, so Perez, Red Bull won the race. Who was in second? Ferrari.
Yeah,
Ferrari second.
Ferrari, Red Bull. No, it was Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari.
Exactly. So yeah, Ferrari are back on their perch. We'll see them. They're competing. Mercedes aren't doing what they're doing. You know, we've been riding for Lewis a lot, but yeah, it's not really happening for them at the moment. But yeah, that's F1. It's still pretty early in the season, so we'll see what happens. Last season was crazy. Things changed pretty late, as in everyone wrote out Lewis and them. So yeah, there's still twists and turns coming up. So thanks for having us. That's another episode of Sangalooo. Thanks for joining us, Kingsley, stepping in for Tele.
Thanks for having me.
Catch Kingsley on the btts podcast, spewing his agendas on. Thanks, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good day, guys.
Peace.
Peace.